arrived at a place called Ashburn Place. Really lovely place. There's a robin just looking at me. He's in the shade, annoyingly, but benefits of this lens, f4 600mm, still allows me to get an okay exposure of, what are we at now? ISO 100 f4 and 1/320th of a second, so I can get pretty good shots really. I'm going to walk closer and see if I can get some other shots. Well guys, I was going to go out and fly the drone today, but actually, even though it feels quite calm down here, it's seriously windy up above. So came out with the rx10 Mark IV. We've had rain and rain and rain and rain for, well, it feels like forever. A good last week anyway. So there was flooding everywhere, but it's now subsided and we've got a blue sky. But it's still really windy, which is really annoying, because I'd love to have a calm, just a calm early morning with some sunshine. But it's breezy. It's not too bad. It's fine for wandering around in, obviously, but you can. It's a bit gusty for the Mini 3 Pro, which is a shame. But anyway, we're gonna go and snap some shots. And see what the colours are like, because the autumn colours are now happening. I'm just going to go down to the old boat shed because this thing's deteriorating slowly, so I'm just going to snap. Last time I could only snap a shot with my phone. I don't know if we can get through with this wire with the rx10 being wide angle. If not, we'll slip the GoPro through. There was a couple of bits missing. Oh my god, slippery! That was a couple of canoes. Look at that. Cool. Never seen any boats in here in 25 years of me coming down here. So, yeah, interesting. But they're full of water due to rain, I'd imagine, because there's holes in the roof. But what a fantastic view. I love this little building here. Really cool. Done a couple of photo shoots on this over the years. I'll stick a picture up if I can find one. Unfortunately, I lost a load of work due to hard drives corrupting or killing themselves, which is a shame, but never mind, carry on. But yeah, I'm just going to wander around, see some autumn colours, probably a little bit of wildlife. There's a few squirrels around in places looking for nuts and acorns and stuff. But it's actually quite a nice day. So anyway, I shall be back soon. Alright guys, I managed to get it through a hole, which is cool. So we get the whole lens in, which is good, but shamefully I'm high up. But it's better than nothing. So we're going to take a couple of shots now. At the moment I'm just sitting at f... What we're going to do now, zoom out. Shoot at f5.6 and around about 1/200th of a second, ISO 100. Just give us a nice bit of depth, wide angle, and exposure's pretty good. So we'll take a picture now. So, like I said, this is where I've been before loads of times, in the pouring rain, different times of year when it's freezing cold, wet, but today, it's just windy. And squirrels everywhere. Where is he? He legged it. So this is where I stood, where it was chucking it down with rain. See, it builds up a bit of water. Yeah, sadly. It's a bit choppy today. Yeah, let's have a quick sprint around to where the waterfall is. Beautiful day there. All the reeds have died back. Still a dragonfly. Just still a dragonfly fly past. It's November. Got a cool shot here though, which I like the look of. I'm gonna shoot f4, just try and lose the depth. Yeah, sometimes you look at it and think, is that going to be as good as I thought it was going to be? I don't think so, anyway. Looking at that reed there on its own. But, yeah, I don't know. You never know until we get it back and have a look. But, yeah, anyway, let's carry on wandering. Blimey. So yesterday I ordered a new gimbal. Because I'm doing more and more video, I had a gimbal before, so there'll be an unboxing and a look at what I've bought. Opening a lot of opportunities to it, so there's one extra thing I need to buy for it at some point, but oh, the lake is full. You can stand in that a little bit normally. That's up about a foot higher than normal, I would say, because I've sat down where that grass is. That's sort of up and about. It's definitely, actually might be more than that, blimey. So I've sat on that grassy bit and there's a good drop to another bit of grassy bit before it goes into the water. Blimey. Yeah, I need to buy a wireless transmitter for it, which means you don't have to just use it on that gimbal. You can use it on loads of stuff, so you can do wireless broadcasting to your PC or whatever like that fully, for like streaming or whatever you want. So wireless streaming and such. Blimey, that is full. I can hear the waterfall already. So yeah, this is the calmest part of the lake. Always looks pretty calm. We've got lots of shelter from the big trees over here, but you can see them, they're moving around quite a bit. But what a beautiful day. In fact, there's quite a nice shot out there, the tree. I'll go into that one, it's a little lost all its... I can still hear a dragonfly buzzing around. We shall... Blimey. Chopped it back. Oh, that waterfall is... Blimey, that sounds... I've never heard it this loud before. So I don't think it's going to be... Very calm down there. But yeah, lots of water. Bits flooding here. Another dragonfly. Get you? Where are you going to land? Go on, go on, go on, land, land. Please. You're still buzzing around. Where are you? Where are you? You're going to land down there, aren't you? Really? Looks going back through. He's landed. I don't know if I can get that shot. That is I can't. Kind of lost where he landed. Shame. Oh, he might be there when I come back out in a minute. Who knows? But let's go and find the waterfall. It'll still be flying around. It's actually really nice and warm in the shelter. Moorhen or whatever you want to call them. It's funny, this place has beautiful, beautiful grounds, absolutely beautiful grounds. Not many people come here, really. It's not like a massively public place, you know, that everyone comes to. You can't bring dogs. It's a dog-free place. It is I believe a Christian sort of getaway, but they allow public in certain days of the week. And the wildlife does come and go, and sometimes it's really, really quite busy with stuff like geese and heron and obviously squirrels and things. But sometimes you come and there's nothing. Well, I've seen this morning already squirrels, moorhen. I haven't seen a heron yet, but here, this waterfall, oh my word, this is going to be a lot better than it was recently, I think. Oh wow, okay, that's full. Holy shit. Wow, that's not a waterfall anymore, that's literally, wow. The foam though, look at the... Crazy. This is normally straight down vertical waterfall with it trickling over there a little bit and literally, well, I don't know, a slow moving stream down there. Bloody hell. Wow. This foam though, look at that. Right, that's pretty crazy. Got the old water wheel there with the building. There's lots of nice colours coming through there in the trees. I don't know if you can see, but I'm gonna just done some HFR. Nice bit of autumn colours coming through. Almost a little bit silhouette-y. Let's head back up to the lake, do a couple of wide angle shots, see if we can find any more colour or wildlife at all. Head off, go and do what I need to do and see what happens really. But yeah, so it's actually nice to be able to get out, even though it's a bit windy, not here so much, but generally. Pretty nice day. Bee trying to find somewhere. I love stuff like this. So when I first started photography many years ago, one at school, obviously the black and white film and stuff like that, I always used to like things like the vines, but also a little bit of sunshine coming through onto walls and things like that. And you know, it's one of those things where digital sometimes doesn't have the same effect as film did, but I like things like that where you've got the shadows of the leaves showing in the shot. You know, it doesn't always look as simple as it used to sometimes. But we shall say, have a little play around, you know. I think when you've got a manual camera with one lens with no zoom and 24 shots in the thing, you used to spend a lot more time experimenting, trying to think about it a lot more without just snapping and doing whatever. So, you know, I have a feeling this overflow over here is chucking it. I can hear it from here, so I guess it is. And the other side is down this side is the other end of the overflow, so I think it might be pissing out quite hard, so we can have a look. Yeah, Robin chirping away. That's definitely, I can hear it over there as well, to the right. That's not scary at all, is it? Woo. But what a beautiful day. Absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to shoot f5.6, 24mm. I'm going to ISO 100 and we are at 1/320th of a second. I might just take a couple of shots. Nice reflection actually going on. Have a quick nose down here somehow without falling over. Doesn't matter if you've got adventure shoes on or not. When it's muddy, and slippery leaves don't help the situation. Not that great. Pretty cool, I suppose. But yeah. The way it's sort of washing itself out and stuff is kind of, yeah, I don't know. It's definitely emptying itself. But anyway, let's got a shot there through the leaves in the sun. Got those, that branch there might be a bit too much. Just trying to find her. Nah. Too busy, it's not going to work. Where are you? Chip chip. Yeah. So we've got all these little leaves here, like little clover leaves and stuff like that. If I can get some in the sunshine, they're covered in water droplets, so it might be quite a good one to snap close up with a rx10 capability. Right guys, we've got a couple of cormorants fishing. Well, I think they're cormorants, hard to tell, but they're out there. There's one somewhere, there's one over there down the other end. Oh, there he is. They're actually underwater pretty much. Too far away. So guys, I don't know if you can actually see me because the sun is literally right behind me. So with obviously the release of the A7R5, which is obviously the 61 megapixel sensor updated out of the A7R4, which I used to have, and the new flippy screen, and obviously the AI chip that goes to help with the autofocus with animals and boats, planes and God knows what else, it makes you do, but does make you wonder where Sony are heading. Are they going to just carry on releasing more interchangeable lenses? Are we going to see any more all-in-one cameras? So obviously we're still desperate to get an rx10 Mark V or something else that it might be called. We don't know if they may come up with a new, another cormorant there. Was it a crow? It's up in the tree though. Who knows? But anyway, yeah, are we going to see some kind of replacement coming? You know, a lot of people say, oh, the all-in-one cameras are dead. But they're not though, because this thing here is incredible. Yeah, far from perfect, we know that, but it's 5 years old, you know, and where's my button? There it is. You know, the fact is we can do stuff like this. Well, I say that, get insects at 600 millimeters. You know, or do wildlife, wide angle, whatever. It really does open a huge window of opportunity for photographers. And you know, if they did, or hopefully they do, release a new camera, it could be fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Like blow pretty much, they could literally blow anything out of the water they wanted to. Yeah, so there's a pheasant in the distance there. You won't be able to see with this on the GoPro, but he's in the undergrowth. He just saw me and just legged it a little bit. Yeah, so with this camera, for example, anybody who's got one knows how ridiculously good it is, how usable it is. And if you think about it, I use the Sony A1, so if this thing is keeping up with it pretty well in its general use, and I'm still happy with the bloody thing, it shows you how good it is, you know, compared to the flagship. But you know, the technology has moved along again and again and again, which is great. You know, I don't really care about the AI autofocus so much. Autofocus is what you know, for humans, birds, the odd animal is perfect. I don't think you need cars, boats and things like that, because it will focus on them pretty easily anyway. They're pretty big. You know, and I think that's a little bit of a gimmick, but it's only because Nikon did it. So Sony have just gone, okay, we'll just do the same because we can. But yeah, totally, you know, what we can have in reality, what Sony could literally give us if they used the same sensor. Imagine if they put the A1 dual processors in this thing. Same lens, don't care, the lens is fantastic. Bigger battery, obviously. If we had the A7R5 screen that flips out and a bigger viewfinder on here, the bigger battery and a slightly updated obviously system with the new menus and everything, this camera would be an absolute monster. And I don't think Sony have released it on purpose, because it could shame so many other cameras out there, especially ones on their own line. You know, 20 megapixels is plenty in the real world for general use, you know, but having a 600mm equivalent f4 lens makes it so usable. In fact, on some occasions I've actually got shots where I couldn't have got them with any other camera. Here's a pigeon. But for example, I'm walking around with this wide angle, so I can go take a wide angle shot. Fine. There we go. There's a crow over there somewhere. Where is he? Don't know. There. There's the crow. That quick. It just is so usable. The fact we can track animals and stuff pretty well in the air with no drama. And actually, a lot of the time, what people don't realise is having that smaller sensor, because it aids you with a little bit extra depth compared to like the full frame sensors, which obviously give you a much more shallow depth of field naturally. It's actually quite often you get better shots because it pushes that little bit extra into focus that you wanted in the first place, compared to shooting with a big full frame with the same sort of lens. If you're using a 600 f4 lens, your depth of field is quite a bit shallower than this one. We still have plenty of ability to blur the background out, obviously if we're a bit closer to stuff. Yep, for portraits and stuff like that, you kind of have to change your technique to get a blurred background. I tend to shoot 400mm f4, something like that, maybe a little bit more. Sometimes you have to stand back and shout at your model from 40 feet away. But other than that, the camera's nuts. It's fast. Yeah, the buffer lets it down a little bit. We've got a robin here. Normally I use the viewfinder. Oh, he's gone. I would have got it, but obviously I'm just trying to give examples. But yeah, they could literally make the world's best camera in this format for everyday use, with a bit of pro use as well, so easily. And I'm just wondering what they're actually going to do. Are they actually going to do it? Because I think it could be expensive, but the possibilities are 100% there. Right guys, so nice little wander around, didn't have very long to be honest. It's 11 o'clock. I'm slightly late on where I need to be, but anyway, going to Gasoline Alley, obviously motorbike stuff, so don't forget to go and have a look at their YouTube channel. Blimey, I can't even speak. Concentrating on potholes and puddles. Yeah, don't forget to go and check out Gasoline Alley Speed Shop. It's definitely a fun channel. We're getting better and better. You know, I'm not a videographer and I'm teaching myself as much as I can, you know, with the sound and everything. Like I say, you can learn obviously brilliantly on YouTube and stuff like that, but experimentation and failing yourself is also a good way of learning as well. So I tend to try and do that. I've also got the knowledge about photography generally, so obviously the photos and stuff, that's no drama, but the videography side of things I'm still learning big time. But the A1 is so good, and like I say, I've got a new gimbal coming, so yeah, can't wait to get to learn how to use that properly as well. And the fact that I can buy a wireless transmitter thing for it as well, which allows us to do some really, really cool stuff. Live broadcast, wireless, and things like that could be really, really cool, especially in the future in studio and things like that. So it could be really, 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 really awesome to have a little play with that soon. Yeah, so beautiful, beautiful place here. If you're ever in East Sussex and you're near Battle, Ashburnham Place, it's not open on a Monday, but you can come down. They've got a beautiful orangery, so you can get teas, coffees, sandwiches and lunchy bits as well. Really, really nice, and it's just a nice place to come for a walk. They've got deer, there's loads of deer wandering around, generally up this end, not so much where the lakes are. And yeah, just for me, it's peace and quiet, just wander around. Really, really nice, relaxing place. Like I say, the waterfall is pretty big at the minute as well. It's not a massive waterfall, it's not very high, but it's still pretty cool. It's just a shame there's one tree branch there, which kind of blocks the view a little bit. Not so much in the winter, but yeah, hey hey. Anyway, just down the road is where I'm going to be going, so we can get down there and